Imagine a world where the boundaries between humans and machines blur almost imperceptibly. It's a future not too far away, but still shrouded in mystery and wonder, a place where thoughts can be directly connected to computers, dreams shared over vast distances, and our very essence transformed by technology. In this era, we stand at the dawn of neural interfaces, devices that allow humans to communicate with machines on an unprecedented level. These interfaces aren't just tools, they are gateways to a new way of living, learning, and evolving. Picture it, you're walking down a bustling street in the heart of a modern city. The sky is clear, but there's a faint hum in the air, a low murmur that seems almost alive. Suddenly, your thoughts shift from idle daydreams to practical concerns as you realize someone just messaged you through your neural interface. You didn't hear it with your ears; instead, an image flickers across your visual cortex, and words form effortlessly on your mental screen. It's like the internet of your mind, a seamless extension of who you are. The first neural interfaces were simple devices, more akin to wearable tech than anything else. They required physical connections, buds or implants, that bridged human brains with computer networks. But as time marched forward, these early pioneers evolved into something far more profound and intimate. Today's neural interfaces can be implanted directly within the brain, creating a direct link between thought and machine. Imagine having this capability. You could learn languages in seconds by downloading knowledge straight to your mind. Imagine experiencing emotions from people who are thousands of miles away as vividly as if they were right beside you. These aren't just fanciful notions but real possibilities on the horizon. The technology behind these interfaces is a blend of neuroscience, computing power, and advanced materials science. Engineers have created microchips small enough to fit within individual neurons while also packing incredible computational capacity. They've designed biocompatible coatings that allow for seamless integration in the heart of Silicon Valley, under a canopy of fog-laden skies, a groundbreaking revolution is unfolding. It's not just any tech story. It's about the dawn of neural interfaces, bridges that connect our minds directly to machines in ways we could only dream of before. Imagine this, a future where thoughts are translated into actions with incredible precision and speed. Where wearables like smart rings or glasses can interpret your brainwaves, allowing you to control devices without ever lifting a finger. This isn't science fiction anymore, it's reality, and the first steps have already been taken by some of the brightest minds on Earth. The journey began in the early 2020s when researchers at Stanford University made headlines with their breakthrough research. They were experimenting with non-invasive brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, that could read neural signals from outside the scalp using advanced electroencephalography, EEG. These BCIs, while not yet perfect, showed promising results in decoding basic thoughts and commands. Fast forward to today, and you can find similar technologies being developed by companies like Neuralink. Founded by Elon Musk, Neuralink aims to create a neural lace, a tiny, flexible mesh that could be implanted beneath the skull to connect directly with brain cells. This device promises not only superior data transfer rates but also more stable communication between our minds and machines. Another company, Synchron, has taken a different approach. They are pioneering a minimally invasive method where electrodes are inserted into blood vessels of the brain through veins in the neck. This allows for direct neural signal reading without requiring surgery to implant hardware directly onto the brain's surface. These innovations represent just the tip of an iceberg. They're laying down the groundwork that could transform our relationship with technology. But it's not all about control and interaction. These interfaces hold the potential to revolutionize many aspects of human life. For instance, in healthcare, neural interfaces can help patients with disabilities regain mobility or communication abilities by translating. The dawn of neural interfaces marks a new era in our relationship with technology. Imagine the world where your thoughts can control gadgets effortlessly, where medical treatments are as simple as wearing a device on your arm, or where learning languages could be achieved just by thinking about it. This is not science fiction, we're at the cusp of this reality. Neural interfaces have been in development for decades now, but recent advancements are bringing them closer to our daily lives than ever before. These devices work by creating a bridge between the human brain and external technology. They can be implanted directly into the brain or worn externally like a headset. The goal is to enhance cognitive functions, treat neurological disorders, and even merge humans with machines in ways that were once considered science fiction. One of the earliest pioneers in this field was Dr. John Donahue from Brown University, who developed BrainGate, a system that allows people with paralysis to control computers using their thoughts. While groundbreaking at the time, it required invasive surgery for implantation. Today, researchers are exploring non-invasive methods such as electroencephalography, EEG, and magnetoencephalography, MEG, which can detect brain activity from outside the skull without any cuts. Another area of rapid progress is in the realm of prosthetics. Companies like DECA Research and Development Corporation have created advanced exoskeletons that are controlled directly by neural signals, allowing amputees to regain their ability to walk and move with unprecedented ease and freedom. The key lies not just in the technology itself but also in how seamlessly it integrates into our lives. In parallel, there's a growing interest in non-invasive brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, for everyday applications. Imagine being able to control your home appliances or your car simply by thinking about them, no physical interaction required. These systems could transform everything from household chores to commuting experiences, making technology more intuitive and accessible than ever before. Moreover, neural interfaces are also revolutionizing the way we treat. In the heart of Silicon Valley, under a canopy of sprawling greenery, stands an experimental facility. Here, within sterile white walls and sophisticated machinery, scientists are at work on something revolutionary: neural interfaces. These devices promise to bridge the gap between human thought and machine processing in ways that were once considered science fiction. Imagine this scenario: you wake up feeling groggy from a late-night coding session. Your mind is buzzing with ideas, but your body won't move until you stretch. Suddenly, an idea strikes: what if you could simply think to start the coffee maker? Just as easily as you imagine something, it happens. The seamless integration of thought and action isn't just a dream, it's being tested in labs like this one. The technology behind neural interfaces is both intricate and awe-inspiring. At its core lies an array of microelectrodes that are incredibly small, about the size of a human hair. These electrodes are capable of picking up electrical signals from neurons within your brain. They capture these signals, translate them into digital data streams, and then send instructions to external devices such as computers or prosthetics. The process begins with careful implantation. Surgeons use advanced surgical techniques to place microelectrodes directly onto the surface of the brain. These electrodes are connected to a small device that records neural activity in real time. The recorded signals are then sent through a series of complex algorithms, which decode and interpret these electrical impulses. One of the most fascinating aspects of this technology is how it can be used for both enhancement and therapy. In therapeutic applications, neural interfaces help people with disabilities regain control over their bodies. For instance, patients who have lost motor function due to spinal cord injuries or diseases like ALS are now able to operate wheelchairs just by thinking about moving them. The precision of these devices is remarkable. A single thought can translate into complex actions. In the realm of enhancement, neural interfaces offer even more exciting possibilities. Imagine being able to download new. As we stand on the cusp of a new era in technology, the dawn of neural interfaces promises to blur the lines between man and machine. This isn't just about enhancing our abilities or improving our lives, it's about fundamentally changing how humans interact with the world around them. One of the most immediate implications is healthcare. In places where medical professionals are scarce, or equipment is expensive and hard to maintain, neural interfaces could revolutionize treatment. Imagine a scenario in which a child suffering from a rare neurological disorder can be diagnosed instantly by a doctor half the world away, who uses her brain signals to guide a virtual examination. Or think about prosthetic limbs that respond directly to thought commands, no longer just tools for living but extensions of one's body and mind. But the implications extend far beyond medicine. Imagine a classroom where every student has direct access to knowledge through neural implants. No need for textbooks, no reliance on traditional teaching methods. Students can learn languages in days or delve into complex scientific theories with ease. In such environments, education becomes not just more accessible but also profoundly personalized. In the workplace, these interfaces could transform productivity and creativity. Workers might collaborate seamlessly across vast distances without needing to communicate verbally. Thoughts become a universal language of cooperation and innovation. Imagine an architect designing a building while simultaneously sharing her thoughts with colleagues in real time, making adjustments based on their immediate feedback. This would not only speed up the design process but also foster unprecedented levels of collaboration. However, these advancements come with significant ethical considerations. Privacy becomes paramount as more data is collected from our minds than ever before. How do we protect sensitive information? Who gets to control this data and for what purposes? The potential misuse of neural interfaces could range from simple privacy violations to more nefarious applications like mind hacking or even brainwashing. Moreover, the divide between those who have access to these technologies and those who don't may widen existing social inequalities. As with any new technology, there will be a period where only as we stand at the threshold of a new era, one where our minds are no longer confined to their biological boundaries but can now connect directly with technology. It's hard not to feel both awed and humbled. The dawn of neural interfaces marks the beginning of an evolutionary leap for humanity, a bridge that stretches between the human brain and digital worlds. Imagine this, a future where thoughts can be transmitted instantly from one mind to another, where medical conditions once thought incurable are addressed with precision and speed, where artists, scientists, and everyday people alike can harness the power of their minds in ways previously unimaginable. This is not just science fiction anymore but a tangible reality on the horizon. The first neural interfaces were simple, connecting limited areas of our brain to machines. They allowed us to control computers or prosthetic limbs with mere thoughts, small steps that hinted at what was possible. But as technology advanced and researchers delved deeper into the mysteries of neurobiology, these initial experiments blossomed into something far more profound. Now, imagine a world where every piece of information is accessible through thought alone. A world where you can learn anything in seconds or share your deepest emotions with someone across the globe simply by thinking about it. The potential for education and communication is vast. No longer will language barriers stand between us, nor will physical distance hinder our connections. Yet, as we embrace this new frontier of human evolution, questions arise. How do these technologies affect privacy? What ethical considerations must be addressed to ensure that such power does not fall into the wrong hands or cause unintended harm? These are critical issues that society must grapple with as they navigate the landscape ahead. The integration of neural interfaces raises fundamental questions about identity and autonomy. Are we still ourselves if our thoughts can be read, altered, or even controlled by others? How do we protect individual freedom when technology allows for such profound changes in how we interact with each other? As we step forward into this brave new world, let us remember that the future isn't coming, it's being built. Subscribe to stay ahead.